It is Monday. Welcome to Proline, the longest running sports handicapping show in America. Going to take a look at some NFL, the one NFL game going Monday night between the Giants and the Browns, plus some baseball action for tonight's game. First, I want to remind you, Jim Feist off a terrific Sunday with his baseball total of the year cashing. That was the Cardinals and the Pirates. He also hit another inner circle release with the Tampa Bay Rays, part of a sizzling 49-31 run with these inner circle plays. You can get them tonight at jimfeist.com. All right, let's get into tonight's card. Let's start with this football game between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. The Giants last week lost at home to the Steelers 20-12. Really didn't show anything on offense, and that's because, well, they had their backup quarterbacks going. Geno Smith, Davis Webb, and Josh Johnson were mostly terrible. No touchdowns, 1 interception, 7 sacks, and that offensive line just didn't produce well at all. 3.2 yards per rush, 73 yards rushing against Pittsburgh. So they're going to look for more balance tonight, try and improve that offensive line, which should be improved, and it will be improved with Eli Manning seeing some action in tonight's game as they head out on the road here to Cleveland for the Browns. They've got just the weakest quarterback rotation you can find. They're also trying to find a starter amongst Brock Osweiler, Cody Kessler, and Deshaun Kaiser. The Osweiler, who is the presumed starter, wasn't very good in Houston last year and was shipped out of town with more interceptions than touchdown. And he had a shaky start with the Browns last week. And it was Kaiser, the mobile rookie from Notre Dame, who actually played the best. Another concern for Cleveland tonight is the offensive line. Joe Thomas, he's kind of rehabbing, and they're probably not going to play him tonight. And then they got a backup alongside him who is also not going to play. So the Browns have some question marks at the offensive line position tonight. And keep in mind, the Giants' defense has exceptional depth and talent. And even in last week's game against Pittsburgh, they were strong, allowing just 102 passing yards. They had 3 sacks and 2 interceptions, only 1 touchdown by the Steelers. So all in all, it's like kind of defensive game here when we look at the Vegas line movement. Browns open 1.5-point favorite. Now we see the Giants as a slight favorite of 1, but also the totals come down from 39 to 38, and that's how I'm going to look at tonight's game, a game where both teams look to run the football and can't see much offense, particularly with the Browns quarterback situation and a very strong Giants defense that has depth and talent at all the positions. Wouldn't be surprised to see a defensive battle tonight. All right, let's take a look at the baseball card tonight. It's a short card, but we got an interesting game between the Red Sox and the Indians. Might be a playoff preview, as we saw a year ago when they met in October, and the Cleveland Indians swept the Red Sox. Tonight's game, you got Cleveland minus 133 favorite, and it's dropped down a little bit to minus 135. You're going to have Eduardo Rodriguez going in the role of underdog for Boston. Total here of 9.5. Rodriguez, he's been kind of shaky these last 5 starts. He's allowed 4 runs in 3 of the last 5 starts. Kind of shaky. And on the road, he hasn't been as good as he has at Fenway Park with an ERA of over 4 away from home. You got Mike Clevenger going for Cleveland. Both teams very strong offensively, and Clevenger is unusual in that he's been tough to hit. However, he walks a lot of batters, 44 walks in 84 innings pitch as he nibbles around the plate. But he does get guys to swing for those pitches off the plate. 95 strikeouts in the 84 innings. He's been decent the last few starts, giving up 203 runs in his three straight starts, although in 2 of those he lasted less than 3 innings. But he did have a terrific road outing at Tampa Bay, a 4-hit shutout with 9 strikeouts in 7 innings. When we take a look at both these guys for the season, they are just over 1 game over 500 for the year, so they do have a winning record, partly because the bullpen depth is very good and the offenses are extremely strong. Boston only 1 game over 500 on the road. They have won 5 out of the last 6 road contests. And when Boston faces a right-handed starter, a 13-3 run, they're also 16-5 overall. Also coming off that nice series against the rival New York Yankees. Got to be careful about backing Boston when they head out after playing the Yankees, because that can be a letdown. We've seen that in times, but they did look good taking 2 out of 3. Meanwhile, Cleveland is also playing exceptionally well, a perfect 7-0 when they face winning teams, and they've really started to play well at home of late. 10-3 the last 13 contests. When these teams meet, Boston just 2-9 here at Cleveland. Of course, they lost 2 games in that playoff series at Cleveland last October. And it's also been a defensive series as both teams can bring some very good quality arms out of the bullpen. And it's no surprise to see 6-2-2 under the total when these teams face off against each other. All right, I want to remind you, Jim Feist has another Inner Circle release going in baseball on Monday. 16-8 run with these plays, as well as 49-31. Plus, he has the NFL release on the Giants game, the Giants-Browns game going in Cleveland tonight. You can get those plays at jimfeist.com. That'll do it for the Monday version of Proline. We'll see you back on Tuesday, and good luck with the games, everyone.